Hello, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, the Cooking Cop, and I'm joined here with the cooking mother.
I'm Josh's mom.
Or the cooking grandmother to the little boy.
Yep. That's
So
it.
today, mother,
Yes,
remember growing up you used to make ham on Easter.
I did.
But we had like spiral cut ham.
We did honey baked.
Or honey baked ham. Are they even in business
Delicious.
anymore?
I think you can order it.
You can order it, honey baked ham,
Yes.
or spiral cut
Yes.
ham. We're not doing any of that today. We're doing something that I found on the internet that's like this viral craze that we've never done before. Mother's never even heard of it before, and I've never done it before either. So, if you've made pulled pork, you know that you bring the pork up to an internal temperature of like 200 degrees, 205, 210, then you shred it up and you have pulled pork, right? Right. You could do that in the oven, you could do it on the barbecue, you could do it in the crock pot with liquid smoke and root beer. No, that's terrible.
Oh, okay.
Horrible.
Horrible.
Horrible. Awful.
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 Awful. So today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a pulled ham. Not a pulled pork, but it is pork.
Sounds interesting and delicious.
But we're going to be making a pulled Easter ham. So, let me just briefly explain.
Okay.
Mom.
Yes.
Here we go. We're going to be outside on the Weber kettle. We're going to be using our favorite charcoal, Jealous Devil charcoal, and we're going to be using the Jealous Devil Max charcoal, which their briquettes are substantially bigger than the Blue Bag briquette.
Really big.
Really big. Really big. Really big and thick. Briquettes. Burn hotter, last longer. Okay, so we're going to be outside using the slow and sear on the Weber kettle using Jealous Devil charcoal. I said that. Now, we're going to be running our Weber kettle at approximately 275 degrees. We're going to have our ham. Let me show you what the ham looks like. It's a 10.8 pound ham, not spiral cut. This is like a shank, big old bone-in, beefy ham. Okay, so we're going to put the ham in a disposable pan. Right?
Yep.
Following along so far. We're going to score cut it, little X's all over the outside of the skin, and then we're going to use Uncle Steve's shake, which we love, Uncle Steve.
Yes, we do.
We
and
do
it's
love.
yummy.
It is super yummy. And we're going to be using the sweet and spicier. We're going to put a little bit of olive oil. We're going to season it up with the sweet and spicier. We're going to put it outside at 275 on the Weber kettle with the Jealous Devil and the slow and sear until the internal temperature reaches about 165 degrees. Then we're going to bring it back inside, Mother.
Okay.
And then we're going to use some preserves.
Yes.
I think pomegranate or jalapeno, barbecue sauce. Put it in a pan, make a glaze.
Yes.
Put that in the pan, glaze it with some water and some butter and stuff like that. Put it back on the Weber kettle to 205-ish. Then we're gonna pull it off and let it rest, and then hopefully the bone comes out, it's shred tender, and we're going to have a shredded Easter, pulled Easter shredded ham.
Sounds wonderful.
Sounds wonderful. Okay, that's the plan of the day. That's the plan of attack. Hopefully it works. I'm thinking shredded pulled Easter ham in an omelet. I'm thinking shredded pulled ham on a Hawaiian roll with some melted Swiss cheese on the top. I'm thinking...
And a soft taco.
Ooh. Shredded pulled Easter ham soft tacos?
Good.
I don't know. It's 10.8 pounds and we have a lot of eating to do.
Yes.
And apparently the
And
neighbors are going to have a
sharing.
lot of
And
eating to do.
sharing, yep.
Okay, so you guys know the battle plan. Hopefully this experiment works. Shredded pulled ham for the holidays. And here we go.
Mwah.
Yeah, Mom, you got to put the ham in the pan.
That's his
There you go.
leg.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, God.
He doesn't feel anything now.
That's so gross.
Now he's here for your Easter enjoyment. Okay, so we have our mega ham. I scored it. Crisscross, crisscross, crisscross. And now what we're going to do, and by the way, cooking the ham face down like this during the whole cook in this disposable pan not only is going to keep for the heat in this thing, but it's going to make for some jus, some au jus. When this is all said and done, once we glaze it and everything, the leftover fat and juices and stuff, that's probably going to be pretty amazing too. So a little bit of olive oil on it and give it a little light. Hi, how you doing?
Give it some love.
My name's Josh. Nice to meet you. Oh yeah, very nice.
Like it's sunbathing.
Like it's sunbathing.
Yeah.
Okay, just a little coat of olive oil. And then I'm going to use that Uncle Steve shake, sweet and spicier. I'm going to pop that open. And obviously this is a 10.8 pound beast. So don't be scared of getting it on there. And a little bit is going to go down in the pan, which again is going to make for some amazing... You just want it to have a little bit of bark and crust when it's all done. Kind of like when you're doing a pulled pork, you're looking for that bark and crust. That's why you do it uncovered until 165, so it builds that. The wood that we're going to be using outside on the Weber kettle is just bourbon barrel wood that somebody gave me for my birthday. Okay, so we got our ThermPro thermometer hooked up into the big beast. We got our little ambient temperature over there. And we're placing it offside of the coals, well, as much as we can. That's a big beast. And we're just going to cover it, and we're going to let this thing hit an internal of 165 before we see it again. So, have a sweet little smoke bath, Ham. We'll see you at 165. Okay, it's been 3 hours, right? 3 hours, and it's at 135 internal. So we still have a little 30 more degrees to go, but we just wanted to show you. Da-da-da-da.
Beautiful.
That's what 3 hours and 135 looks like. So let's bring it up to 165 and then we'll glaze it, wrap it, and put it back on. Okay, so we're going to glaze the ham and then wrap it in foil. And in order to make the glaze in a pot, we're going to put about a cup of barbecue sauce, a half a cup of pomegranate preserves, a half a cup of some sweet and hot pepper jelly that's spicy, and a little bit more Uncle Steve's. And we're going to bring that to a boil in our pot. So we're going to mix, so this is 1 cup, half a cup, and a sprinkle, and put this in it and make it all a glaze. And you, if you're making your own at home or whatever, you can just do barbecue sauce and whatever you want in there. But that's what our plan is. B-roll, B-roll. Okay, here's the ham. If you guys can see that. At 165 degrees internal. So let's set this here. Let's move this out of the way a little bit and bring you guys in so that you guys can see it. Kind of what it looks like at 165 internal. You can see all those cross hatches that I did. And now we're still going to use the same pan. Excuse the gardener noise. And let's get it glazed. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do in my pan is I'm going to add 1 cup of water just to the bottom of the pan as kind of a braising liquid. So there's 1 cup of water in the pan. And next, I'm going to take my glaze, which was the jalapeno preserves, the pomegranate preserves, and the barbecue sauce, and I'm just going to make... Oh, yeah. So I'm just drizzling all of that glaze that I made over the whole thing, all sides, and then just make sure that it gets all painted on and candied. So not only is it going to make that delicious juice at the bottom here, but you're going to have that glaze all over the whole ham with that bark. Should turn out good. Hopefully this is a good experiment. Okay, so my ham has the probe back in it. It's reading at 165. Got my little ambient. And now we're just going to let this thing roll until about 205. And I'm going to check it for it to be probe tender. See you in a couple hours. Okay, so we hit an internal of 207. It's probe tender. You can see all my probies. And yeah, literally only 5.5 hours for 10.5 pound ham. I'm pretty surprised. So we're going to let this rest in its home for 1 hour. Then we'll open this up and we'll do the big reveal and we'll pull it.
Welcome back to my channel.
No, babe. No. This has been my ham video.
And then you bring in the big dog to finish it off.
Oh, you're the big dog.
Yeah. Smells very yummy.
Oh boy, it looks dark and spicy.
So that's kind of cray-cray. Ooh. Oh, I wish I had the heat glove thingies.
But you're spraying.
I need some heat gloves.
Well, we do have heat gloves.
It's very... Whoa.
I don't know. You weren't here during my early filming days.
Our neighbors made us some homemade pomegranate jelly.
I use that with the
Jam.
pomegranate and the spicy the hot and spicy, and then the barbecue sauce.
We mix them and we put that on our ham.
Well, I did. You weren't even here.
I was traveling. Okay, let's do this, babe. Are you ready? Wow. This is gonna be a beautiful thing.
We're gonna have quite a bit of meat.
I think so.
And then I said earlier in the video that we're gonna have a lot of jus at the bottom of the pan.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So-
there's a ton.
You can kind of see that.
Is that au jus?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Oh my god.
You use your big old claws.
Look at that. Have you ever seen such a thing before? So tender that it just shreds. Nobody needs spiral cut ham. When you can have a shredded.
What are we going to do with 10.8 pounds of ham?
I don't know. We're gonna have to find the neighbors and offer them some meat.
Meat!
I'm gonna continue shredding this, and I'm so glad I made it back in time to eat this baby. So let's roll our top tier channel members. Thank you everybody for subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell. Thank you for sticking with us. And thank you to all of our members. Don't forget to hit that join button. And if you hit the extra join button, you get your name rolled on the screen.
Top tier join button.
That's right.
Babe, I explained at the beginning of the video that this was an experiment, that I
Yeah.
saw it on the internet. Pulled ham. If you could do a pulled pork, you could do a pulled ham.
Yeah.
Normally people do like a honey baked or a
Yeah, spiral, yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. So what do you think? Would you?
Well, I think this is fantastic. So you still have a bark, which is really delicious. And then you take a little bit of this juice that's in here to pour it in and keep it nice and wet.
Yeah, babe. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, we like our pork wet and juicy. So it's really good. I like it. And look at how easily it shreds. It's just like,
And you keep eating it.
I don't know, because it's so good.
Does it taste like jalapeno, pomegranate,
No, it just tastes...
barbecue sauce, Uncle Steve's,
No. Whatever flavors you use.
bourbon barrel smoke, jealous devil charcoal, slow and sear Weber kettle?
I can't even tell that there is barbecue sauce on it.
There was a cup of barbecue sauce.
Yeah. It just has a sweet, delicious, tender flavor. It's really good.
All right, that's
You did
it.
good, babe. You did good.
That's the end of the video.
See you on the next one.